Hello, welcome to Phoenix Gaming. Whoop. Hello, welcome to Phoenix Gaming. I'm your host, Nick Henning, and today we're going to be playing El Paso, the new Great Western Trail game. It's on beta in Board Game Arena, and yeah, we start off by drafting these objectives here. This is going to be a good game for cows. Easy to get a brown, pretty much no matter what strategy we play. This is like very focused on the cowboy strategy. This is not so focused, but does have some demands because it's got two different cows that you need. I like the one that they took. That's definitely the better one. I could just take this one, and it's pretty likely you're going to hit 14 in a game. If I'm not, I'm probably losing anyway. It's just kind of like a nice, easy one. Let me adjust my filter settings here so that you can see my side text window. Oh no, I ruined it completely. This. And is this just a size thing? Is that why? Oh. It's because I have it too big. There we go. Okay. All right. El Paso comes in a loop, and just like in any other Great Western Trail games, you get to start wherever. This one has a pretty interesting set in terms of moves. It's going to be like first cows or a building that you've built, and then maybe if you have sufficient move, the workers here or engineers here, and then building at the end like this, like kind of like a hanger on. Actually kind of makes engineers really good. They're sort of at this like crux point in this game. Might be a good game to do that. Looks like our opponent is going to kick off by playing the 2 fur and go for an early cow, which makes a lot of sense. Our hand, oh boy, I think says that we also should start with a build with all those grays. Yeah, I don't like taking the initial actions without having the cows. That money in this game is, I think, a lot tighter. So we're also going to build, maybe we're also going to build this cowboy thing. I think we're going to play it at the beginning here for free. This doesn't harm our movement or our opponent's movement in any way. It's just discounted. It's like essentially, it's costing us a move. You know what? We're going to do this a little bit more rudely. I think this middle of the board is pretty clunky here. So we are actually going to go ahead and overpay for this puppy by $3. And I think I'll explain why in a second because I'm well behind. Okay. Because now if our opponent goes here and buys cows, they really can't use this building that well if they're also buying cows, which does mean ultimately they'll probably upgrade this building to something else. But their first move, 1, 2, 3, is now kind of not great. Like if they just move 1 here, they're also jammed up here. So they can move to cows, and then they can't really move over to workers here. So we're paying $3, hoping to essentially stymie their actions for the course of this game, which is probably more important in a multiplayer game than it is in a 2-player. It's not as interactive in El Paso, I would say, as the Great Western Trail games, but we deliver with a whole bunch of junk, which is fine, because we don't care that much. What do we need? Money in this game? Engineers, certificates. Maybe certificates. We don't have any good setup yet. We're going to be buying a cow, just a basic cow here. I think we're going to take certificates. It might not really matter. I think we're going to not be able to deliver a black disc on our second lap. So usually I go for money at first, but I don't super need money right now, having just delivered for $5. I'll discard any cow for $5 here, which gives me a bit more cash. I guess I could have considered. No, I'm still going to be at $13. I should have stopped to consider that I need to be at $13, right? 6 here. I'll get 5 here as 11. Oh no, and then I'm going to pay 2 for this cow here. Because I do want to buy another cow. And then this is a black left in my deck here, right? So we'll end up only buying 1 employee, which is okay. We might buy a wild. This might be a good game for buying a wild. If we're not buying a wild, we're buying a cowboy. We're going to sell one of these white cows. Even though we're going to use another white cow in just a second. And we're going to buy the most basic Black Angus here. Oh, they improved this mod so that it actually uses your workers automatically now. Oh, that's cool. That's why I was trying to do that extra clicking before. That's fun. I think we're going to just toss this engineer in the pile. And yeah, I think we are going to buy a wild worker because we're about to trigger a reshuffle. So we can buy this wild worker. When you buy the workers, they'll cost $5 or $9 if you're buying this. And then we'll immediately throw in the discard pile for $2. So it kind of rebates itself a little bit. It's worth some more points. Gives us a lot of flexibility. We don't necessarily need to commit to what we need just yet, which is nice. Oh, did our opponent draw into 2 cows? Oh, that's very lucky of them that they managed to essentially, through this, draw back into their cowboy and their wild worker. That is an extremely lucky pick on their part. That was another part of the reason, is that they weren't really supposed to be able to do anything. All right, we're doing the wild thing. And then before we end our turn, we're going to throw these in the discard pile for some money. And that'll be that. Fascinating. We drew the builder, so if we wanted to, we could actually stop and build the builder building. Or we could upgrade this. That's actually kind of fun, going straight into employees and making that our first stop. It's not as good for money, but we avoided taking the cow thing, so we don't need to go heavy cowboys. I think since we got pretty lucky drawing the builder off the top here, I think that's what we're going to do. I think we're just going to go here, upgrade this to a 3-er. Seems good. Then in theory later, if we have like the builder and a wild, we can upgrade to this from here to here. That seems also good. Yeah, I think this is a good plan. It's better than building this. I mean, this building is a nice way of cycling 1s, but we have 2 1s in our hand already, so we already have some junk. They got, oh sure, they got the thing that they've already completed. That makes sense. Seems good for them. I think our opponent is off to a slightly stronger start than we are, but hopefully the way we're stymieing their lap will come into play for us. We're all set. They are out of workers now, so the back half here is a little bit more awkward for them, although they can stop and buy a worker here. Probably buy a worker here, probably a cowboy, go here, but then they can't really buy a cow that's good for them because they already have the yellow and blue cow. And that's what I was talking about before with having like this and this be a situation. I suppose they actually could buy a builder and then copy me and make this into a level 3. That's actually maybe what's best for them. It's a cowboy or a builder for sure. They could lead just into like buying tons of cows this game, but it's pretty awkward, I think. An engineer. That is obviously the last thing I would have guessed, but they drop builder off the top of the deck. Sure. Okay. We're going to take our money this time. I think we're not so... I do like the draw discard one decently. What do I need money for this game? I've got a wild, so I can do whatever. I think money is still good. Nope. We're going to get a lot of employees because we get free employees. A lot of employees for free employees. So we should draw... We should actually take the cycler. We should take the cycler instead of the money. The reason is that we're going to get lots of free employees. With lots of free employees, we want to cycle the deck as fast as possible. And we're already doing pretty well on cash thanks to our early infusion, no double buys. This is going to be free. We can go broke pretty quick here, actually. Let's see, 2 whites in the deck and then grays. I mean, no matter what, we're discarding the gray here. And then do we draw any of our employees? We drew one of our wilds. And all of our dumb employees seem to be at the bottom of the deck, which is not great for us. 8 for them. Looks like a 7 delivery, probably. We really want to hit 10 on this next lap, which we can with 6 and 3 for 9, and then we need a certificate, which we have already. Where did I get that certificate from? I don't remember. I didn't take an auxiliary, right? Maybe I did. All right, heading down here. We're going to discard our Criollo. And I think we're going to buy the engineer. What am I going to do? I'm going to go here and then deliver. I could upgrade this if I buy a builder. I don't think I need to keep upgrading this. I'm gonna buy the engineer. Interesting. So our engineer is in here, as is our 1. We're going to discard one of these 2s. But we did draw both of our wilds. And the cowboy. The cowboy is not helpful for us here. It's actually kind of least helpful one because we've set up a good move lap. We're not buying cows because it's behind us. So that guy's kind of a dud. I'm tempted to stop and use these 3 to get an objective and a bonus tile. And I guess I would get this and then find a way to buy the blue 3 later. It's a little awkward. These objectives are not great for me. The bonus tile is great though. I could just use 2 of them and forego the objective. Just like foregoing the objective. I think it's a good time. What am I at? 12. I'll spend 4 to go to 8. Maybe I just actually maximize peeps and I go here. Let's do this instead. We're going to maximize peeps. I'm going to hire guys that make me money. I'm essentially going to discard all of them for money. And assert. We're not doing cowboys, right? We're largely ignoring cowboys because it's at the beginning of the trail there. Okay, so this is good. I mean, it means that we're not going to get this engineer cycled through, but we do have our 9 here. So we're going to deliver next turn for our 10. We're going to discard all these for money and a certificate. And then move back to here. And with our tenor, we don't need move speed. We don't have tons of different cattle, but it's always good to have 5 hand size in this one. We could just go for the straight +1 cert, which is definitely viable. All right, let's discard all these worker cards. Discard. Worker card. going to be rich. So rich. Of course, we need to turn all this money into points. Cool. We only need one of these, so we're going to keep the other cert for later. I think we're going to do the hand size because it just increases our chances. So again, we're cycling through our deck as fast as possible, trying to draw into all these employees constantly. If we draw a wild here, we'll stop and buy a blue. No dice. I do think that at this stage, we should be using our single draw discard. Oh, we didn't draw a black cow. If I'd drawn a black cow or a wild, the draw discard would be worthwhile. I think at this stage, actually, we're just going to say, screw it, and head over here. Yeah. This cowboy's just going to sit around doing nothing forever. Which is not the most efficient, I'll admit. I will admit. Opponent's definitely taking their sweet time with the moves. I think for our employee, I think we want an engineer so we can get a bonus card. There's a black. We're almost certainly going to use the draw. Oh, well, we can do draw 2, discard 2 when we get here. Oh, we can do lots of drawing and discarding. We're going to do the draw discard first on the auxiliary because if we draw into our wilds, then we can do, you know, this guy or something like that. Although we did just talk about how we're not. Well, if we draw both of our wilds, we can do this guy. That's actually what we're looking at. That would be pretty good. It'd be pretty unfair, I would even say. All right. What's auxiliary? Shuffle cards. Not exciting. Another swing and a miss. Pretty impressive. All 4 Criollos. Love that. I think we need to use our exchange token here. See ya. And then we've got 2 or 3. And quite a lot of employees in our deck. We're going to do 2 because again, we're not super excited about any of these objectives. So we're going to take the bonus tile. I don't think we need to draw a discard just yet. And this is always good. I think these are a little bit too powerful. I want to do more. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. We're at 12. Yeah. Yeah, we did the exchange so we could draw some exchanging stuff. Don't need you. Awkward. So it turns out that our Black Angus is still in here as well as our Wild. That's a bit of a bummer. I think two, 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I'm debating whether I want to stop and build, right? Because we've got 2, we can upgrade this to this, which is pretty nice. And we're decent on employees right now. But I don't really want to discard the green because I'm not going to draw unless I draw literally essentially the 1 in 3 chance that I'll draw the Black Angus to fix our hand again is not good. Maybe I just discard all these guys again. Yeah, we're just going to deliver. We're going to rush. I think we like our get a lot of employees plan. And we're going to discard these. We're going to discard the builders. Just using them for their free actions. And then I think we're going to just deliver our 14 here. I don't think there's any reason to be cute and wait. We know we need a 14 before the end of the game. So 14 it is. Still don't need the move speed. Okay. We didn't draw into a black cow, but we did draw into a wild and a cowboy if we want to buy a Corriente. It doesn't seem so exciting, right? Yeah, the one thing I'm struggling with this game is the draw discard tokens. No flexibility in there. I think I'm actually just going to go here and then go to the bonus tile again. I mean, buying a Corriente is 3 points, but we could also just keep buying these bonus tiles, just 2 points, and auxiliary actions so we can cycle through our deck. I don't think we need the see a Simmental. And we're gonna buy an engineer because we're about to do some engineering. Three, 5, 7, 9. I do think we should cycle, draw discard, because we don't need the Simmentals. And again, if we draw into another wild or another engineer. Oh, we've got 3 engineers in the deck. We've gone crazy on engineers. Yeah, so we're hoping to hit this. That's definitely the goal. What are our odds here? 4 hits, right? 4 hits out of 15, so roughly a 1 in 4 chance 2 times. So, I mean, this is not exact math, but that's kind of like a coin flip. Use an ox. Shuffle, shuffle, shuffle. Not a strong start. So I'm pretty sure that this exchange card is just draw Criollos. Hey, we hit. Oh, we super hit. Are we gonna build? We can. We can because we're about to get a free employee, which can be a builder. Yeah, let's do it. I'm gonna have the cash, right? 8, 2, 3. Yes. Take a bonus tile. Oh, let's take a bonus. Wait, hold on. Take a bonus tile. This one. Great. Now I can take an objective or a bonus tile. I'm tempted to take this, but this is 4 points. We're going to deliver a couple more times at least. And what do we say? The builder? Super. So now we're going to stop, discard this, change this into this guy. Our opponent's gone ham on the builders here. Triple certificates straight into the end here. A little bit inefficient on the moves, but can't be too upset with ending the lap with plus 10 money. Seems good. I do still think their early lap seems pretty rough. What are they looking at for pretty heavy builders? Sure, that makes sense. But yeah, their early laps are not great. Did we hit this time? Oh, please tell me you didn't just get a 9, right? Oh, they just got a 9. That's terrible. They have good cards too. I feel like that's been pretty unlucky on their part then. You go here. Yeah, they really did improve this mod. It used to be that you had to, every time you took an action, I'd have to come down here and be like, I select the builder and this. The fact that it shows up with an option to pick them is a really good quality of life thing, because it was a pain in the butt. And what a rip. Nice. 2, 4, 7, 9, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We're one short. That's funny. Oh, we're not one short. Are we have $1? Oh my God. We're the luckiest person in the world. And now we love objectives because we have 16 and 2. We're going to crush. That's my building. So this is the thing, right? Is that they're moving onto this building just to accelerate their moves around the board, but they can't actually use it. It's pretty rough for them. Discard a worker card. Discard a worker card. 16, please. And yeah, we'll just take the money. The automatic $2. Even though we'll probably never use this for move speed. This cowboy has just been sitting like, I can do something, boss. Put me in, boss. Our last card is a wild here. Bunch of junk. Last card is a wild. We should use our draw discard first and see if we can draw the wild. We got a 50-50 shot here of it being on top. Because then maybe we can buy that Corriente. Actually use this cowboy for once. I mean, it's not that important, right? Like it is a 3-point stop, essentially. So it does slow us down. The reason that we might care about doing that is because it does cycle us through our cards a little bit more quickly, which we're on board with. Where'd they go? They went here. What train did they take? $6, so they did this train. They must have taken the draw 3, discard 3. Oh no, they're disburn. Okay, exchange token first. We hit. We're gonna go here. It's only sad that we're not gonna shuffle this back in. I'm wondering if I'm supposed to skip so I can shuffle the brown in. I mean, the quality of cow is really not that big of a difference, I guess. We're pretty close to the end. Oh, it's literally one more delivery. Restart turn. When he delivers, the game is over. We should not do this dumb stuff. We should just move it. And then I think we pitch these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can just straight up deliver. Let's pitch these for luck purposes. And then, no, I want to do a draw discard after I discard these. Okay. Guess I can't use another. Seems a little bit flawed. I think that's not correct. I guess I was supposed to... Nope, not buy the brown one last. That's a little awkward. I guess I could just do it at the beginning of next turn. It doesn't matter because I've reshuffled already. So to kind of enunciate what I was planning on there is that if I, pitch my workers and draw into like a pile extra workers, just if I get lucky and hit an absolute glut, I can still stop and do train stuff. And if I don't, that's fine. I can use this cowboy with my 1 move speed to move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 in anyway. So we're pretty happy in either instance. I guess the one argument you could make for I should have kept those is that obviously by keeping the wild, I increase my odds significantly. But I think that's okay. I'm happily discarding a cowboy to move an extra space. He's finally done his job. 11, 12. And we did not get the objective, but the extra 1 certificate well did its job. So we win by a pretty convincing margin here. Cool. That's the game. Hope you enjoyed. Thanks for watching.